Hi everybody, welcome to tonight's video. It's the 27th of January, so looking ahead for the last day of the week. Just want to show you something very quickly. Here is the dollar index at the top, selling off, still can't find a base, and we're just drifting lower as the 8-day moving average, so the 20-day moving average is just coming across. But look what's happening in certain parts of the market. This is wheat, very strong. This is soybeans breaking back up through $14, and this is corn holding the highs. But we've got gold where our long has failed. We had a really nice bar of hammer on major support in the daily, a close above major support with another hammer like bar, but wham, it gets slammed down. That's also happened to oil. So we've got foodstuffs which are holding up very strongly, including rough rice and sugar and so on, and yet we've got gold and oil dropping with the dollar. So a strange phenomenon, something that I haven't witnessed. So the strength in foodstuffs is very strong. All pullbacks are being bought, whereas this oil looked as if it was going to form a base above this 200 EMA, and then we are currently just, well, I mean, it's even falling after hours. It's even dropped some after hours. Right, so let's have a close look at these markets. This is the ES closing right up at the highs with somewhat a hesitant bar up there, and here we have the NASDAQ with a shooting star just below this base here, with the trend line right behind it. So a danger signal. Are we going to drop off at this point? I suspect we are. Let's just look at these moving averages on. So look at this again with moving averages on. We haven't got extreme RSI. We have got a gap to the 8. At the very least, I think that gap to the 8 will fill. If that does fill tomorrow, that will leave a little bit of a topping tail on this weekly. So all eyes on this weekly to see where we finish, but at the moment we are strong. Stock I'm in at the moment is this one, PTEN. Look at the weekly, lovely, breaking out, 50 coming through the 200. This is a lovely stock. I'll show you my entry. Called this in the room. We did a scan in the room one day this week. So 50 EMA break, bought the break of that 50 EMA down there, so I was in this at 2077, we're currently 2239, that's PTEN. If you're not in it, you could buy a pullback if you have a mind, but I wouldn't recommend it given what I've just said about the indices. You'd have The other stock I mean is gold related. Lovely hammer, RSI, and slammed right up to the 8-day moving average. The first day we were in it, and now it's pulled back. So if I get stopped out for break even, I really won't mind. Look at this weekly. If we can hold this area here, then we will do well and possibly move back up to the upside, but not looking good after that close. So this is the gold in more detail. This is what I was looking at on the daily. Massive support here. It held it with a lovely hammer. Very convincing bar next day, and then they just sold. So a pullback to 1330 is a good opportunity to get short if you want to get short. We had low RSI. I think this is a missed opportunity, unfortunately. I would not get in this on a pullback. I would just let it go. There is a chance to get down to 1268, and let's see if that can do that, but it's quite extended to the downside now. Reversal. Currencies, so look at the Aussie dollar. That has closed below the 50 EMA, but underneath this wedge, but I'm not going to short it. That weekly, however, is looking good for a short. Hang on. so I should have done my homework a little bit more thoroughly. If we look at these topping tails, if we break down through 98.60, yeah, if we break this level here, 98.66, looks as if we could get down to 94. So I'm just gonna. So there's massive support here. So the last thing I want to do is get short, only to bounce off this support. So I'm just gonna, if we break this level here, I would get short. So that is definitely on my watch list. Aussie US. CAD Swissy. There's a great short the first day, and we've had two buying days afterwards. I would get a stop to break even and just see if we can roll over. If you look here, this dropped hard and had a big buying day, and then dropped off quite hard. So let's just see. I would hold fire with a stop to break even and see if you can get a further downside on that on the CAD Swissy. My New Zealand US is still working out, just under the trend line, just pausing, a little more of a push, and we can possibly get a nice breakout and hopefully start to get up to 80 on the New Zealand US. Euro US is at major resistance right up here, so it's very hesitant up here with high RSI. That is a bar that does tend to create a downdraft. However, it is a higher close than the previous day, but looking as if that needs a pullback. It's a nice weekly. If it does pull back, that will give us, if it pulls back very hard, it will give us a nice shooting star. But let's see what we get on the euro. US dollar Swissy, just looking to see if we can break out of this wedge. If we can break out this wedge, I would buy a pullback and look to see if we can get up to 86. Pound, just look at this weekly on the pound. Very interesting chart here. This is looking like a shoulder head shoulder pattern with a wedge format here. So if we fail here and get back down below 156, the pound could drop quite hard. So how will I play it? Well, we have a very hesitant bar in the daily, but since we've been touching the 8 EMA, it's moved up very nicely. Sorry, the 20 EMA touched down here, not the 8. We are above the 8 here, but that's a very hesitant bar now. Either we're just pausing, getting ready to break, or that weekly could give us a nice head and shoulders. So not trading it, I have to say very close to the 10 o'clock close on the 240-minute bar, and I would leave it. Yeah, definitely with a hesitant daily like this and 240-minute bar that is under major resistance but on support, I mean it's trapped, so I would leave it. On the face of it, the fact that we've broken up here above the 20 and the pullback has held is positive, but that dollar is hard to read with very narrow range bars this week, and I would not want to put my money on this breaking out until I actually see the breakout. So you could wait and see if we get a break above this general resistance and buy a pullback on Monday, but equally if we do get the head and shoulders, then we need to look for a short entry. Now this is probably one of the most interesting charts out there today. Euro CAD, major resistance, double top drop here, bounce off here, and look where we are now. Shooting star like bar, very hesitant bar yesterday, and we have got a gap to the 8, I think. We're right under the 200 EMA, but look at the 8 and the 20 coming across very, very nicely. Now, I am prepared to short this. It's open and closed under the 200 EMA. I'm going to get a relatively close stop. I'm going to need a break of 36.25, and I'm going to need a stop at 37.08. So we are looking at 80 plus 85 point stop, and the reward is down here at the 50 EMA. This is just under 3 to 1, so looking as if it meets the requirements. The RSI is high, but not but still got plenty of room to go, so this could break through. Bear in mind we're talking about the CAD, so oil is weak, hence the reason why this euro has made it so high on the back of the falling oil. But as your call, you need to work out if that is within your trade plan criteria. I think with the number of touches we've got up here, that is a pretty good chart. This is a very nice lower low down here. So I think that could, it's a big gap to the 8. I like the EuroCAD very much, and I am going to go short on a break of that part. Right, hope that helps. We've got the last 3 Traders Roundtable Monday night before the charges kick in. If you have expressed an interest in the charge, all the information about payments will be going out tomorrow, so look out for that. Anybody else who is interested, I will do a final call for that to see if you want to be a paid member and continue to receive the full videos and get access to the forums and the Traders Roundtable, etc. Hope that helps, and look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks.